when you talk about Sudan or you talk about countries in Africa, you talk about newly formed states. In the past, there were tribes, there were communities which are, living in kingdoms or smaller groups. Then the colonial powers came in by the end of at the beginning of the 20th century. 20th century, yes, it's the 20th century, and they formed these states. They have grouped, populations with different cultures, different religions, different all this in boundaries, and they established the new state. This modern state wasn't there before that. The majority of the people are not having any belonging to this, and so they have these systems of rules which is trying to impose a certain identity on people. You have definitely, when you have these systems of governance which are not representing or expressing the wishes and the wishes of the people, then you will have a kind of suppressive regimes. You have dictatorships, you have military coups, you have all these kind of things. Human rights defender is an element of social change. They are agents of social change. See. They are the ones who keep, the issue of human rights alive. If you are, against suppression and you want justice for people and equality and for all things, socially, for religions, for people to exercise their own cultures and this. So you'll be finding yourself among a community which is fighting for the rights of the people. You can't decide to be. It is something there. It's just in you. You defend the rights of the people. You find yourself being detained by the authorities. You spend some time in detention, get tortured, and then you find people supporting you, not only in your own community, but externally, internationally, and it grows like this. It continue from a small thing, from a smaller detention to a bigger detention to a longer detention to hunger strikes, to disobedience with the authorities. I don't think you can teach people, you can teach them the general things, but I'm not saying that it's not useful to teach people, the conventions, the declarations on human rights and this, but this doesn't work on the ground. On the ground, you need to deal with the real issues, with the daily issues of which are happening here. You can teach people about security, how to protect themselves, but at the end of the day, they have to learn the essence of this. They have to understand how things really happen on the ground, how they can do it themselves. You know, the feeling that people are around you, that your work is being appreciated, and that there are people who are supporting you and thinking of you and doing things to support your work and these kind of things. These are really the encouraging part of it. It starts from the family, it goes to, to the communities, your own community, and then it goes to your colleagues, and it goes up to your, to the human rights defenders at large. You go through difficult times. For example, sometimes I have been detained in solitary for months. Nothing, you are in a room, you are alone, nothing is there, no books, no light, everything. The only thing which keeps you alive and strong is feeling that you are not alone, and that there are people behind you. And that you are fighting for a cause which is just cause, and that what the oppressors want actually is that they wanted to break you. When they put you in solitary, they want to break you, so that you disbelieve in what you have been believing in, and this. So thinking of people, thinking of supporters, thinking of people who are being oppressed and who are facing situations which are more difficult than you, it keeps you strong.